Good evening, everyone. So we have all made it to Friday evening, even. So last day in the work week, hopefully for you. Not so much for me, but that's okay. I get days off earlier in the week, so that's all right. Caitlin's with us tonight, so she will be my lovely assistant. This is one and done night, so everything that we have is the only one of its kind in our inventory, or the only one of that color. So we have quite a few things to show you, some necklaces and some earrings, because everybody loves their earrings. Hi, Jane. Hi, Kimberly. I see you over there. Is your weather still nice? We finally got some back. It's 71 today, so it's pretty nice. We're getting ready to go to the Raleigh State Fairgrounds, or the State Fairgrounds in Raleigh, tomorrow for our first vendor event. Since I started during COVID selling paparazzi, I've actually never done a live event, an in-person event. So we got a booth at the flea market, at the fairgrounds. And so we're going to be there tomorrow. 90 today, Jane. Ooh, that's a little bit excessive, but not too bad. 90 makes me want to go to the beach. It's good beach weather. Oh, sorry. I didn't take my nap. Somebody needed to send me to bed for a nap. Let me sanitize my hands here. And we will go ahead and get started. These earrings are called Radically Retro. They're in gold. These remind me of the beaded curtains. That's what they remind me of. Hi, Shannon. So we have a little chevron type shape made up of little bars at the top. And then we have our strands of beads down at the bottom. These are on a fishhook back. This is the length and the size. So hopefully you can see that. They're kind of fine down there at the bottom, so they're about here. These are Radically Retro in gold. Hi, Ruth. And they're number 1. Number 2, Gotta Get That Glow. These are in black. So we have antique silver with black rhinestones. That teardrop shape with the filigree in it. It has the dot motif. And then a black rhinestone hanging in the center. This is the size of these earrings. So this is Gotta Get That Glow in black. These are number 2. Number 3, these are called Catch a Chill. Catch a Chill in black. So they kind of look like a snowflake pattern, or it could be flowery, depending on how you want to look at it. In antique silver with those black rhinestones. They are on a fishhook back. This is the length and the size of these earrings. So these are called Catch a Chill in black. And they're going to be number 3. Number 4, we have Sparkle Splurge. Sparkle Splurge in white. These are 2 rows of rhinestones, and in between the rhinestones is a row of white pearls, white pearly beads, kind of set in a wreath shape, that round shape. They're on a fishhook back. This is the length and size. Thanks, Mom. It's really kind of bright, but that's okay. I'm like high vis today. This is Sparkle Splurge in white. Hi, Terry. And these are going to be number 4. And number 5, Not the Only Fish in the Sea in white. So our white this time are clear beads in a diamond shape, clear acrylic beads. Up at the top, we have the antique silver frame with kind of the heart shapes on the bottom. You're wearing that color tomorrow? Okay. This is the size and the length. So they end about here. I know it's hard to see those clear beads. Not the Only Fish in the Sea. These are in white, and they are number 5. All right, let's play Family Feud. That's the fun part, right? I could use some wine today, but wine is not on my list of things that I should have. I feel like it's not too bad because it's not super sugary, but I do like sweet wine, and that kind of ruins it. Maybe some vodka. It is Friday after all, right? And it's 5 o'clock, so let's see. Let's take 4 out of 5. So we're going to take answer number 4 on this question. Name something you might plan to do, but then chicken out at the last minute. Like literally everything I've ever done. Something you might plan to do, but then chicken out at the last minute. Usually takes me a couple tries to actually do something. Get married was number 5. Bungee jump was number 2. Roller coaster was number 3. High dive was not on there, but skydive was, Shannon. That was the answer. And going on a date was number 1, Terry. So we got them all. We got them all. Quit your job? I don't know. I don't know if I'd chicken out from that. Most of us dream about quitting our jobs, right? But yeah, it can be a scary proposition. Caitlin, wake up over here. We're putting her to sleep. She needed a nap too. We've been getting ready for the flea market tomorrow. So lots of preparation since it's the first time. We didn't have everything all set up, so had to get everything ready. All right, this necklace is called Trinket Trade in silver. I bet you can't tell why it's called that. All these little trinkets on here. So we have diamond-shaped silver beads hanging down from the chain, and then they have little trinkets on the bottom of them as well. The earrings are those little trinkets from the bottom. They're kind of like I guess they look like a square set on point on a fishhook back. Let's put this on the lovely Linda. So this one lays about 1/2 inch below that collar. With our 2-inch extension, you're going to be able to move it down here. So it'll lay over the middle and down to the top of the bust. This one is Trinket Trade in silver. And it is number 6. Number 7. We have to bring this out because we've got our fall colors. Okay, I'll move her over. Kimberly, she tries to sneak off camera every little while. There we go. This is Tour de Trendsetter in orange. Ooh, empanadas. Bring me some. This one is set in gold This is like a harvest orange color. It's a darker orange. So we have opaque beads in that dark orange in smaller and larger sizes. And then we have translucent beads in this pear shape and also in a round shape up at the top. The earrings are the opaque orange beads on a goldfish hook back. This one's about 3/8 of an inch below that collar. With our 2-inch extension, you're going to be able to bring that down to go right across the center of the chest. This one is truly one of our fall colors. I love this darker orange. This is Tour de Trendsetter in orange. And it is number 7. Number 8. Get the layers right. Yeah, thank you, Ruth. It would. Oops. There we go. This one is Modern Minimalist in rose gold. So this is the rose gold. Rose gold is a blend of copper and gold, giving it that kind of pinkish color, which is why they call it the rose gold. These are hammered discs. They each have one little white rhinestone right here in the corner, the lower corner. So this is a 2-layer necklace. The earrings are those white rhinestones as well on a fishhook back in rose gold. This one, you can see that top one lays right below the collar, maybe 1/4 inch. You've got that little bit of hem sticking out at the top. Then this one is almost center chest. With our 2-inch extension, you're going to be able to move it down. It's going to be about here instead. So this one is Modern Minimalist. Let's get that turned around. There we go. Get it out of the light. Look at that. It just wants to reflect the light no matter where I put it. Modern Minimalist in rose gold is number 8. Number 9. This is for our Southwestern style lovers. This one is called Santa Fe Garden in multi. This is in antiqued brass. Move this camera a little bit. Here we go. Antiqued brass has, to me, this looks like a sunshine in the center of there. It also has that olive green bead in the center. This is crackle stone. And then we have some peachy brown colored beads and some ivory colored beads as well. Those are all in the crackle stone. This is the cord type or snake chain, is what they call it. The earrings are that olive green crackle stone on the antiqued brass fishhook backs. This is the length. This is about 3/8 of an inch below that collar. With the 2-inch extension, this pendant is going to end right here. So our pendant is going to sit right about here between the center of the chest and the bust. So this is Santa Fe Garden in multi. And it is number 9. Number 10. This is Duchess Dior in white. So these are the white pearly beads. We have a little bit larger ones on the bottom and then some small ones on the top. They have some tiny silver hearts between them. I don't know if you can see the silver hearts. They're up there between those small pearly beads. Our earrings are the larger pearly beads on a fishhook back. I'll see if I can show you the hearts when it's on my hand. It might be a little easier to see. This is the length, so about 3/8 of an inch below the collar again. With our 2-inch extension, it's going to come down here across the center of the chest. So this one is Duchess Dior in white there. Now you can see those hearts. Number 10. Okay, let's do another Family Feud question. Everybody's going to have to get livelier. It's quiet. Let's see. I'm trying to find a good question. Okay, there's 5 answers on this one. Let's take answer number 3. When living in an apartment, name something you can often hear your neighbors doing. When you live in an apartment, name something you can often hear your neighbors doing. This is a G-rated show. Stepping, that was definitely true in the townhouse that we had before Terry. The 2 staircases were opposite each other on the walls. Arguing was number 1. Arguing or fighting. Ooh, dancing. Knocking. Yes, knocking is a big thing. I always wondered if they were knocking on our door or the neighbors. Not cooking, not showering, not exercises, not dancing. Doing dishes. No? TV. TV was the correct answer, Terry. Watching TV. Lots of times you can hear their TV through the walls. Music is also a thing. It was not on the list, but you can usually hear the music as well. So we had, I'll go through the list. Fighting, talking, watching TV, partying, and vacuuming. Yes, the dog barking would be a good one. They missed putting that one on the list. But I'm sure if their dog was barking in their apartment, we'd be able to hear it. Yeah, I used to hate when they would walk up and down the stairs in that townhouse we had, because they were built like mirror images. So their staircase was right here, and then there was a wall, and then our staircase was right here, and they were wooden stairs. So they made a lot of noise as you walked up them. We could always hear our neighbors, like at midnight, running up and down the stairs. They had little kids. And so did we, but they were not up at midnight running up and down stairs. So it was a little annoying when you try to sleep. All right. This one, turn that around. Storm Goddess in multi. This is brass, copper, and gold. Yes, walking equals stomping. Yes. So we have antiqued brass, antiqued copper, and then the gold. So the fact that they're antiqued means that they are the darker versions. These are hammered teardrops. We have that hammering detail. The earrings are the brass teardrops on a fishhook back. I kind of like the shapes in this one. I guess I'm a sucker for the teardrop shapes. I kind of like that. So let's turn it around. There we go. So this one's just below the collar, about 1/4 inch. So we can see the hem of that collar. With the 2-inch extension, it is going to come down here across the center of the chest. So this one, Storm Goddess. See all that hammering. And it is number 11. Number 12, also good for the fall colors, and I love this style. I actually own a black one in this style. There we go. Put those back in place. This is called Catwalk Queen, and it is in multi. This is the copper and silver. There may be some brass ones in here, but what I can tell is copper and silver seed beads in here. So you can see how pretty and rich that color looks. It's multiple strands. I'm not going to count all these strands. Multiple strands. If you get this home and it doesn't lay right, like right now it's kind of trying to lay a little funky, you can use a cool hair dryer on this. It'll help relax this monofilament that is on, and it will all lay the way that you want it to. The earrings for this one are our double-stranded seed beads in a teardrop shape. They are on a fishhook back. This is the length of this one. So you can see it covers, yeah, isn't it pretty, Kimberly? Covers kind of like the bib area. With the 2-inch extension, it is going to come down a little bit. So it would be about center of the chest to laying right here over the bust. So this one is Catwalk Queen in multi. And it is number 12. I love my black version too. It just, that kind of necklace looks really classy with everything. I use it to dress up my outfits. This one is Spot On Sparkle in white. So we have white rhinestones, point side out. And then we have hammered and a little bit rippled or indented silver discs in between those. Got a lot of sparkle between the hammering and the rhinestones. The earrings are the hammered discs on a silver fishhook back. This one is about 3/8 of an inch below that collar. With the 2-inch extension, it is going to sit down here across the center of the chest. So we have Spot On Sparkle in white. And this one is number 13. Number 14 is Rocky Mountain Magnificence in black. So these are black pebbles. Kind of see the way they're shaped. So they look like natural rock. They're not made into any certain shape. And then they also have a round bead in that same black. We also have 2 polished silver beads on each little cluster. The earrings are the round black beads on a silver fishhook back. This one hangs about 3/8 of an inch below that collar. With our 2-inch extension, it's going to come down to here. So again, right across the center of the chest, which is a pretty popular length for our necklaces to be. Rocky Mountain Magnificence in black. And this is number 14. Number 15, Newport Princess in purple. This is gorgeous purple moonstone. I call this color orchid. Reminds me of the colors of the orchids, that purpley pink color. This is kind of I call it an elongated gumdrop because that's what it looks like to me, right? Looks like if you stretched a gumdrop. Caitlin's laughing at me over here. I don't think she likes my descriptions of things. You notice they're usually about food. That's not an accident. We also have white rhinestones down here around the lower half to give you a little bit of sparkle with your shine. Our earrings are the white rhinestones on a fishhook back. This is the length of that necklace, so about an inch below that collar. With our 2-inch extension, you could drop it down here to lay across the top, right above the bust, sorry. I can't talk today, it's fine. This is Newport Princess in purple, and it is number 15. All right, let's find a good question. If that is a thing. I don't know if there are any good questions anymore. This is kind of interesting. It only has 4 answers. So let's take answer number 4 out of 4. So this is the least popular answer. Name an appliance you don't use often. And I will tell you, they're kitchen appliances. Just, you may have appliances other places in your house. I don't know. These are kitchen appliances. Name an appliance you don't use often. Blender was number 3. That's definitely not true in my house. Usually somebody during the day has a smoothie. Can opener. Oh, that's a good one. Not a can opener. Food processor was number 1. I try not to drag that out unless I'm doing a whole bunch of something, because it's just not worth washing all the pieces. You know how it is. The George Foreman grill. Okay, Mom, we're going to have to talk about that. A juicer. You're right, Ruth. Number 4 was a juicer. Toaster oven. The oven was number 2. Can you believe that? People don't use their ovens. Now, I know when I moved in with Max, of course, he was a single guy. So his oven looked like it had never, ever been used before. It was super clean. But you can understand that being a single guy. But if you have a family, I have a hard time believing that you don't use your oven often. The bread maker, I can see, Terry. Crockpot, that's one of my favorite things, but, not everybody uses them. You hated your juicer because it was so much to clean. It does have a lot of moving parts, too. So I hate the things that have all the little pieces and parts that go to them. That's my problem with the food processor. You take it apart to clean it, and there's like 10 pieces that have to be washed and then go back together. And then I have to put it away because, you don't leave it out on the counter all the time. So I'm with you, Terry. I use my oven almost every day, but I can understand why Kim wouldn't. And I know Mom doesn't because it's so hot in Arizona. You don't want to cook in the oven. But it's hard for me to believe that, just an average person with a family would not use their oven very often. So we did get all 4 answers. The food processor, the oven, the blender, and the juicer. Mom says electric frying pan. I used to have one of those. I don't have one anymore. I kind of liked them because I didn't have to worry about using an eye on the stove. So especially when you're entertaining people or you're cooking several different dishes, sometimes you run out of eyes on the stove. So the electric frying pan was really nice to have an extra place to cook without having to use another eye. Yes, the single life, Kim. I don't know anything about it. I think I've been married since the day I was born. All right, this is Jubilee. This is a really pretty blue color. It's kind of a navy blue. The only thing that keeps it from being truly navy is that it's transparent. So it gives it a little bit of a lighter tone. So I don't know what to call these. Sort of diamond shaped. They have a lot of facets. These are opaque navy blue beads above them. And we have the silver rings and the ovals. Down here, we have 3 layers of chain to give you that layered look at the bottom without giving you enough to tangle up too much. The earrings are the opaque navy blue beads on a fishhook back. So this is where it lays. I'll move this over for you, Kim. There we go. So we've got some of the beads and rings up above the bust. Then the rest of it falls down here, all the way down to that dropped waist. With the 2-inch extension, it's going to move down into this lower belly area. You could pull this up a little bit without that fish or the lobster clasp. I always mix them up, fish hook back and lobster clasp. They're fishy names. Caitlin's shaking her head again. So you could fasten into this chain without being able to see that clasp around the side of your neck, or pull it up about that much, which is going to get most of your beads and rings up above the bust. So this one is Jubilee. Yeah, isn't it pretty, Mom? I also have one of these in red. This is number 16. It's a very pretty one. All right, this one, we don't have too many of these here tonight, but somebody might be watching the replay. This is called Going for Glamma. And that's because our little pendant at the bottom says Glamma. Glamma. With a little white rhinestone in the center. And then we have a little cluster of white rhinestones right above that pendant. Our earrings are the white rhinestones as well on a fishhook back. This is going to be the length. So it hangs kind of in the mid-abdomen area. With the 2-inch extension, you'll get it down here more around the belly button area. So this is called, if I can turn it around so you can see it, Going for Glamma. And this one is number 17. Number 18. This one is Prismatic Palms in red. So we have an acrylic palm leaf. It is based mostly in red. It does have a little bit of blue in it, and then some darker area. It's really a dark red. It kind of looks black on the screen. Got that red acrylic. And then our earrings are the silver tassels on a fishhook back. This one hangs between mid-abdomen and lower abdomen. So it's kind of in that lower half right there. With the 2-inch extension, you could bring it down some more, get it down maybe a little bit beneath this dropped waist. I can almost talk today. I don't think the chain is going to fit through here again to truly double it, but it moves freely. So you could fasten in the chain anywhere and pull it up, and then just drop that extra chain down your back or loop it up and fasten it in the lobster clasp again. So this one is Prismatic Palms in red. It is number 18. Number 19, you know, we had to bring out a little bit of brass. So this is Wall Street Waltz in brass. So we have those creamy white pearly beads contrasting with this dark brass, the antiqued brass. We have some little cute flowery or lacy caps on these larger pearls in the center. We've got some antiqued brass beads and also some smaller pearly beads. This is all one layer. Our earrings are also those creamy pearls on that antiqued brass fishhook back. This is the length of this one. So we're down here next to that dropped waist again. With the 2-inch extension, it's going to go down into the lower belly. This one you could pull up a little bit and still have it be symmetrical. So about like that. If you wanted to go just a little bit shorter, you could double this up, but that's going to leave that row of beads behind your neck. But if you wanted to, I mean, it could be done, and it would look like that. I don't think that looks too bad. So this one is Wall Street Waltz in brass, and it is number 19. Number 20. This one is Seasonal Sensation in yellow. So we have some darker yellow and some lighter yellow. They're kind of a mustardy color bead. We also have some brown wooden beads and some polished silver and a few of the little dark olive. This one is 3 layers. Those layers straight at the bottom. 3 layers with those same beads. The earrings are the lighter mustard yellow bead on a fishhook back. This one, I like that they got one set of these beads up above the bust because you know you can see how much of me you can see, and on Zoom that's mostly what we see of people, so you want to keep something up here so that people can see it. So we do have that section of beads up there. We also have one down here, goes almost to this dropped waist. With the 2-inch extension, it is going to be down here in the lower belly area. Super hard to shorten these because there are 3 layers, so you would have to go through all 3 layers, and that's pretty tough to do. This is Seasonal Sensation, and it is in yellow. Number 20. All right, so let's ask our last Family Feud question, and then we have 5 pairs of earrings, and we'll be done. I know it's kind of quiet in here today, but it's really nice weather, and it's Friday, so I'm assuming probably people are outside getting a little bit of things done, and they'll probably watch the replay later. So you guys get first choice. That's really good, and you've got a great chance of winning the free jewelry because there's not so many people here. Oops, I clicked. Should not click. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, okay. Let's go with number 4 out of 6. That's kind of fun. Name a food that comes in a jar. A food that comes in a jar. Let's see how many jarred foods you know. There's so many. What are you doing, Caitlin? Did you get stuck? Peanut butter was number 2. Oh, mayo didn't make the list, but that's a good one. Mustard is not on there either. Olives was number 5. Jam was number 6. Spinach. Where do you buy your spinach at, Kimberly? Sauce wasn't on there. Peaches wasn't either. Pickles were number 1. I guess everybody's pickles are in a jar. Apple butter, that one didn't make the list. Let's see, kimchi. Oh yeah, that's in a jar. They didn't put that on the list though. Caitlin said, she loves kimchi. Jelly or jam was number 6. We got the pickles already. They were number 1. Peppers. Oh, peppers are good. They are usually in a jar as well. That was not on the list. We got 2 more answers, and one of them is the winning answer. Cherries. Oh, yeah, maraschino and cherries are usually in a jar, but that was not on the list. Relish was not on the list. A lot of jarred foods that are not on this list. Of course, I think a lot of things come in jars. Let's think about little jars. What comes in little jars? Salad dressing, that's a good one. Not on there. What comes in little jars? Ooh, not honey, but that's a good guess. Garlic also comes in little jars. That was not it. What else comes in the little jars? You're thinking right, though. Baby food. Terry, you got it. Baby food comes in the little tiny jars. Sardines. Our sardines come in cans. I don't think I've seen them in a jar. Marmalade was the other one. I guess they don't consider that a jelly or a jam. I don't know. They didn't ask me. But marmalade was the other answer. All right. Up next, rare refinement in brass. So these are post earrings. Little swirls. Oh, pickled herring. Yuck. Of antiqued brass in kind of an oval shape. This is the size of these earrings. That post is right up here at the top, so of course they're going to hang down just a little bit. So these are rare refinement in brass, and they're number 21. I almost picked up the number without picking up a piece of jewelry. Caitlin's going to fire me. This is Pearl Pop in silver. So if you have any of our silver pearly necklaces, this will match those silver pearls. So we have bubbly silver pearls in the bottom curve of this teardrop shape in silver. This is the length and the size. So not huge. This would also be nice with our Lady in Waiting, the 3-toned pearls that we have for Blockbuster. These are called Pearl Pop in silver. They're number 22. Nose tickles. I know, that's weird. Number 23, even smaller, Raindrop Radiance in silver. So these are those hematite stones. They are in round, teardrop, and square shapes down in the bottom of this teardrop in silver. This is the length and the size. I'm trying to get them past my earring. There we go. Length and size. It's a little on the smaller side. I think they're cute. They look like those little gems just kind of fell down to the bottom of the teardrop. So these are Raindrop Radiance in silver, number 23. Good one for when you don't want big earrings. Next, these are harmoniously handcrafted in silver. So we have silver rings. We have that grooved edge on the silver rings. And then we have one brass ring in the center, hooking the 2 silver rings together. These are on a silver fish hook back. This is the length and the size. So we have harmoniously handcrafted in silver. And it's number 24. And last but not least, these are called Pyramid Sheen. I really think these are pretty. I have some similar ones coming in, and I'm thinking about keeping one of the ones that's coming in. So up at the top, we have a triangle. So I guess that's where they're going with pyramid. Those are those hematite stones. They're pretty and sparkly. and then some very, very shiny flat chain tassel at the bottom. So this is that flat chain. And these are not as long as some of our other fringy earrings. That's what I like about them. So this is the length. These are incredibly shiny. These are called Pyramid Sheen in silver. And it's number 25. All right, Ruth, you are our winner for tonight. So you will get a free piece of your choice. You just let me know when you decide what you want, and I will get that for you. Let me put your name down on my list so I do not forget. So we'll have another show tomorrow evening. Tomorrow is the Viewer's Choice show. It's at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So both our weekend shows, Saturday and Sunday, will be at 7 p.m. Tomorrow will be Viewer's Choice, so I will come with just a few things pre-selected, and then it will be up to you what you would like to see. So kind of think about your wardrobe and what you might need to go with the outfits that you have. So if you have this shirt that's a really odd color, or a top or a dress, and you haven't had any jewelry to match it, bring that out and let's see if we can find something to match it. You can tell me short or long necklaces, earrings, bracelets, rings, whatever. We are going to show you what you want to see. And then on Sunday, we've got new releases. So I've got a couple boxes of things that just came in, sitting here waiting to show you. So we're excited about those new releases always. I think that's it. So that's our rundown for the rest of this week until Monday when we invoice. You guys have a great Friday night. Enjoy what's left of that really nice weather outside before it gets dark. And we will see you tomorrow evening. Good night.